Well, yes, it's Monday. Behave yourself, you lot. We're live. Stop giggling at the back.
It's not me, it's him.
Hello.
It's him. It's that one.
Saying things wrong again.
Sir.
It's him over there. It's him.
Yeah.
It's him at the bottom. It's him that's causing all the trouble. Right?
Keep it down there.
Behave yourself. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Monday night. We're back. Yes, and we're all sporting and injuries and things because I've had a haircut and it hurts. It's been that long. And poor old Chris up there. Look, he's got his arm in a sling.
Oh,
Chris.
bless him. You all right there, mate?
Wibbлекins.
I'm very
Chris.
poorly and sore and not well and stuff
You
and
want
things.
to tell everyone about it, mate? Go on.
Do tell us, Chris.
Tell
Go
us your
full speed.
story.
Yeah,
We'll
go
get
full
into the
screen, Chris. Go on. Tell us all about your bravery, mate.
They gave me that 5G stuff and things on the weekend.
right,
I'm
yeah.
immune and I can pick up cell tower reception in my brain.
Yeah. Oh, mate. You sure you don't need to lay down?
Yeah, no, they Saturday night I went and stuck a thing in my arm and it's all right, really. It's a little bit sore. It's all right, but it's a little bit sore.
You're being a brave soldier.
If I don't do
Mummy's
something,
little
then nobody
soldier.
pays any attention at all. So I have to do something.
Did you get a sticker? I'd be
I did.
good.
I got a stick. Look, I'll show you.
Well, you got a COVID sticker. Brilliant. Because Sue
Got a
didn't get one when she went for us. Oh, look
I
at
can't
that,
hear you. My
Chris.
earpiece is falling out. So you can
Put his
talk about me for a
earpiece
minute
out.
until I put my earpiece back in.
Oh, mate,
well,
yeah.
I can
It
hear you
happens
again
with
now.
Yeah, when you get, I think the younger that you are, the bigger the needle becomes. So as they obviously run out of small needles for our old arms and things like that.
Oh, that's
No, I must admit, the guy that did it was very professional, very good. He just sort of tap, 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 and then needle, and it's like, and it's done. There you go, off you go.
I'm glad you
It's
got
like
a sticker though, mate, because Sue at Ice Queen, when she went for us, didn't get one, and I may have been mocking her. Oh, the same as mine, mate.
They gave me the sticker before they gave me the injection and said you can have the sticker, but you can't go until you've had the injection.
Yeah. They give you the sticker for being brave, mate, don't they? Not for being a
Yes, yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
For being
I thought they were
brave.
going to stick it over the needle thing, but they didn't.
Yeah, well, good. Yes, good. Well, we'll all take you just sit quietly in the corner then, Chris, and we'll take good care of you and look after you tonight.
I do have to say, I did ask Mama Foxx who her favourite was tonight, and she said Chris's poorly arm. Aww.
Oh, lammakin.
But that might change.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, yeah, we'll go along. We'll go along and do some of the official bits and things like that first, and then we'll talk about what's been going on the last week that we haven't been here and what's happened and what we've got, and leave it up to the people in chat to lead the way. But you can tell us all about that, Fox. So over to Fox for the terms and conditions.
I've got thrips. That's what I've got. Yes, hello everyone, welcome. It's Monday. I don't know what that means. It's Monday night. It's the eModels Monday show. As always, this is a show where you guys just get to hang out and chat and have a good time. Doesn't really matter what we waffle on about for an hour and a half. We're just four old blokes in the pub, just without the pub kind of scenario. So it's really about hanging out in the chat with your friends. Now, we've all got the chat in front of us as always. So do interact with us in chat, because Lord knows we need stuff to talk about. If you're watching this and you can't see the chat, you need to be on YouTube. So click on the little YouTube icon that's probably down there somewhere underneath the video screen, probably down there underneath Colin's moob. There'll be the YouTube button, so click on that. It'll take you to the YouTube page where you can watch the stream and join in the live chat. Now if you're in the chat and you want to catch our attention, don't forget you need to put it in big fat capital letters, or as Ted would say,
Bold.
exactly. Yeah, because we have
Wasn't
trouble
very
seeing
deep.
things
I was
on-
expecting deeper than that. That was a
yeah,
bit,
do it again,
yeah.
Ted.
Bold.
That's bolder. Yeah.
Because he's had his hair cut, he's
Ted.
dropped his bass
He's,
frequency.
he's looking rather dapper, isn't he? I mean,
is,
yeah. He is. Look, he's very smart.
Yeah, because
Yeah, so put your comments in big fat capital letters so we have a chance to see them. If you want to, you can do a super chat by clicking the dollar symbol in the bottom of the chat window. That puts your comment in a coloured box. Then we have a better chance of seeing it. But if you want to, just do the capital letters, and we'll have a chance to see it. As always, it's an eModel stream, so please don't swear in chat. Please be family friendly, and please don't mention other competitors and retailers, as it's an eModel stream. And that's it. I don't really have thrips. That's not.
Yeah, I noticed already the chat's zooming ahead.
saw
So
that.
Oh no,
yeah,
busy.
there's no chance of us keeping up with that. There's obviously
No.
2 weeks worth of chat going through here at the moment because
Yes.
because we weren't here last week. So there we are. Yeah. So
I like to think
yeah,
that the people were there in chat last week, even though we weren't here.
yeah, they could have
I
been-
like to think that they were still there.
I don't think they ever go. I think they just stay in chat while we're not here. We go away and they just stay in the theatre waiting for the woman comes round with the sun-kissed Incura and toffee poppets and keeps them stocked up. Then we
Yeah,
come back
that's
a week
it.
later.
They nip off to the toilet every now and again and come back and see the same seat. That's it. That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Did you ever find anywhere that sold king cones apart from cinemas?
King cones.
You remember
King
like the,
cones?
the cheap version of cornettos?
Ah, yeah.
It's all you ever got in cinema. The only ice cream you ever got in a cinema in the old days was a king cone. But did you ever see a king cone anywhere that wasn't a cinema? I've just realised that now I'm 50 years old and it's 40 years later.
Well, you never saw Kiora orange juice packets.
Oh, you did?
Anyway.
You used to get them at school. Used to get them
No,
at school.
no, it was the proper Kiora with a little. Everything was sealed in plastic, wasn't it? With
Oh, the little lid.
And,
you ping
and
the
they
straw through it.
taste of plastic as well.
Yeah.
How did we get onto food so early?
It's very quick.
Yeah. Right. Well, might as well do Festus factoids now because I've totally forgot about
Hey.
my. Yeah,
Oh, is this why we let you quickly do Ted's tunes in the background? Is it, mate?
no, because I haven't even got my phone with me. I'm totally.
Filter, did he?
So yeah, I'll do it twice next week. I'll do double.
I wasn't going to
do
mention it,
giveaways.
but I have got the Ted's Tunes button ready to go. But you know,
Oh,
Yeah.
Chris, you went all that effort.
I've
I know.
just,
Even with
I've
his, he went to all that effort with his poorly arm, so it's really hard to type and do
Yeah.
buttons and
I'm
things.
pushing all these buttons with my poorly. Look, I'm not even
Um,
using that one. I'm pushing with my poorly arm.
Yeah,
So.
it was just as I thought. We should go over now to Festus to do Festus factoids. And I
Yeah.
thought I just remembered something and I forgot all about it.
Can't do it in the browser then, no?
So
Do you want me
while
to
we're
press
doing
it?
Festus factoids, Ted might be not paying much attention to the stream.
Anyway, spam.
I think I'll just leave it for this week. I'll do
Well, it's
double
that or we
next
get the chat to give you the finger of shame, Ted. So
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just factoid, Chris. Spam.
Spam.
Internet spam, to be more precise. He says, trying to focus on what's on the screen. In 1994, the first internet spamming program was used by an attorney in Arizona, and his name was Lawrence Cantor. He created a software program, a simple Perl script that flooded Usenet message boards. Usenet, ding dong.
God, that's old, isn't it?
I know.
Well, of course it's
proper
1994,
fossilised.
but yeah.
It's 1994, ain't it?
Yes. That's the other giveaway, isn't it? Really.
Closing the year, Fox.
Didn't you say it was
Answers in the question.
1994 or something?
yeah. Funny
That
enough,
was
Chris,
only
at the
really
beginning-
recent, though. That wasn't
Yeah,
long
at the
ago.
beginning when I read out 1994.
Yeah, that wasn't long ago, though. But
I like
yeah.
to sometimes have a festa moment.
Absolutely, mate. Cool. Well, I would do on Festa, wouldn't I? Usenet message board readers with notice for the green card lottery to solicit business for his law firm, Cantor and Siegel. There you go. So yeah,
Siegel.
there you go.
was a seagull,
Yeah, I
that
was
was
going to do that. Bird noises.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, mate. I don't mind.
Cole, you
Births.
snooze, you lose. You know how it works.
Oh, mate, I'm useless, mate. I just paused momentarily too long, which enabled you an opportunity to get in there.
It could have been worse, though. It could have been Cantor and Pigeon.
It could have been.
That would have been better.
That would have been better. Got
I
birth of
didn't
the
say
week.
anything then. I gave you a chance then, Cole. You didn't even take it. I didn't
I
even
wasn't
do a
paying
pigeon
attention,
noise.
mate. I'll be honest. Got birth of the week, Chris.
Birth of the week is ready for you.
On this day, Otto Fritz Meyerhoff was born in 1884, and he was a German biochemist and a co-recipient.
That's not even a name.
A co-recipient with Archibald Veal of the 1992 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine for research on the chemical reactions of metabolism in muscles.
Nobel
Metabolism.
Isn't that something to do with feet? Co-recipients and something? What?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Well, I thought that was Veruca's.
I've got no idea, mate. I've got another bloke here who was born on this day in the 12th of April. Well, it would be 'cause it's 12th
On this
April.
day, yeah.
Scratch that and start again. Yeah.
Just rewind it. Would you?
We'll edit it out in the cut in the post.
Oh,
yeah.
mate,
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll think before I come on this show, like, Cole, do yourself a favour, mate. Don't nerf it up tonight, mate. Make yourself look good. Yeah. Anyway, this bloke was called Richard Benedict Goldschmidt. And he was a German-American zoologist who specialised in heredity, and he studied the X chromosomes of butterflies. He produced a theory now discredited that there was more decisive factors in inheritance than the qualities of individual, even genes.
So basically, he's known for being completely wrong about something. Awesome. He did one thing in his life. He did one thing in his life, and he screwed it up.
The last birth was a bloke conveniently born in 1852 on this very day.
What date?
April 12th, mate.
Amazing. It's
I know, it's coincidental, mate, isn't it?
You've done your research, I can tell.
This bloke was called Carl Louis Ferdinand von Lindemann, and he was a German mathematician who was the first to prove that squiggly line thing is transcendental.
Is it not a word?
Wait a minute, squiggly.
No, it's a squiggly like N thing with a wiggle over it, and it's not a solution of any algebraic equation with rational coefficients. There you go.
Oh right, so you probably just made up a figure on the blackboard. And
Yeah, no, it's not. I'll just make sure it's not a smudge on the monitor. No, it looks like a letter N, but it's all squiggly. You know, look, it's got a squiggle. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. I would copy and paste it, but yeah. I suppose it'd be the easiest option, wouldn't it, really? Anyway, got another birth. All this one was some bloke says he's a Russian explorer. I'm on a roll. I thought I'd go for this. Nikolai Mikhailovich Przewalski. There you go.
I thought you were going to say kazoo.
We got some deaths. This week.
Death of the week.
Death of the week. Obviously, we got one that we all know about. The old Phil the Bubble, the Duke of Edinburgh, dropped dead, didn't he, the other day? So
Phil the Greek.
Yeah, he died. Bless him. So yeah, that one's done. Who else have we got? Yeah, we got a bloke. These are easy. This one anyway. Bloke called Henry Allen Gleason with an H. Was an American botanist who was active with New York Botanical Gardens for 32 years, and he died at the ripe old age of 93. We got a Swiss anthropologist noted for his pioneering contributions to South American ethnohistory and all of that.
And
his name was
like petrol.
It's the history of gin, Ted.
His name was Alfred Metrox with an X. Oh God, we got this bloke was
the best names have X's in them.
Was a Polish logician and semiticist who was a chief.
That went well.
Something about semolina. What?
Seminitist. Is that tit or tit?
Wait a minute, we're family friendly.
Semanticist. Seminaticist. Yeah, that's him. And he did. His name was Kazimierz Jajuki Uwitsits.
It's like being a dentist.
I'm going to copy and paste that.
I'm of the reckon that he just makes these up.
No, I think copy and paste.
I think it's better not to. I think it's better to leave the audience curious, because then they'll go and find out who he is, and then they'll learn things.
You reckon so? Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with your computer.
No, there ain't. It's all right. Who else we got? We got any other good ones? Oh yeah, last one. French physician and botanist who wrote many papers on human anatomy, zoology and botany. Well, I would do. He's a botanist. Included one flower and fruit of the coffee shrub, and his name was Antoine Jussieu.
Jussieu.
Yeah, Jussieu.
Jussieu in goal.
Jussieu. Jussieu, mate.
Sounds like a Ponzi footballer.
Mate,
Or a coffee shop.
Probably find the chairman of West Ham tried to sign him, mate.
Jussieu.
There you go, folks.
Yeah, it
Hopefully,
sounds like an Italian coffee shop. Hey, Giusto.
hopefully. that was
sempre,
able-
sempre giusto, bene bambina.
I know it's hard, isn't it? Eh?
It's spicy meatball.
Hopefully, you got all of them.
Yes, I think there was definitely 2 weeks worth there, Colin.
Yeah,
I tried, mate. I tried. I thought I'd go for some easy ones this week.
yeah. I think it's better to not show the proper, like copying and pasting, because, like I say, it leaves the audience wondering what you've actually just read. And then
Mate,
they go
I ain't got a
off
clue
and
what
try
I've
and look
just
it up.
read.
You see.
I mean, you
'Cause-
saw me literally when I bought it up just before we went live, and I'm like, oh my god, look at that one. Yeah.
But I can imagine now there's people there going, French botanist, and what is his name?
Sprue and Glue
Just play it
tells
back.
Sprue and Glue tells Colin that on this day in 1961, Russia won the space race with the first cosmonaut in space.
Yeah, Yuri Gagarin, wasn't it?
I was going to ask if you knew his name.
I see what's happening as well is that the viewers are actually taking over. They're doing my bit for me because Scale Modeling Chaos says on this day in 1969, I heard it through the grapevine was number one. In 1991, it was the one and only, and in 2005, it was This Way to Amarillo. Comet Relief. So there you go. So that's perhaps how we could do it. Just hand it over the viewers. To let them
Are you just trying to get out of doing it, Ted?
Yeah.
Graham McRoberts got one in the chat. He said, did I mention that Shirley Williams, an ex-MP, died? Well, we try not to do religion and politics, but yeah, she sadly died as well. It was announced this evening. So, ripe old age of 90.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think that's the way we could do it. You see, I've had a week off, and then you just become lazy, don't you?
Well, see, I
excuses now.
thought I'd give you an opportunity there, Ted, by dragging it out a bit to do a bit of Ted's Tunes, mate.
Well, I could have done it, but it'd have to be on the browser. That means typing on the keyboard here, and
That's buttons, isn't it? Yeah.
that's buttons. Yeah.
See, we should point out that even though Chris is a poorly lamb with his poorly arm, he's still done his what's in store.
Yeah,
Are you all right, mate?
Do you need to take a break, Chris? Are you
I'm all right. I might just put up a still image of me being here if I fall asleep. But
Yeah, just take a screenshot, mate, and paste it as your wallpaper.
Yeah, brave soldier.
Bobbins 9000 said on this day in 1977, I did not exist. I
You
feel
were having a bubble, weren't you?
I was only 2 years away from starting work.
I was 10.
I was a 6-year-old on this day in 1977. Only just a 6-year-old. Just over. No, 5-year-old. I was a 5-year-old. I was 5 years old.
no, I wasn't even 5.
I was that age when the parents don't need to worry until they can't hear you. That's when they start worrying.
Anyway, it's we can get round to the usual things. And anybody, we've had 2 weeks now. Has anybody finished any models? And then they can have a ding.
Oh yeah,
So we can
ding
do that.
time.
And also, what's everybody been buying? Has anybody been buying anything in the holidays and things? Anything come through the post? But yeah, I'll tell you one thing that did come through the post, what I sent off for, because I thought Skipper should always have a hat, and it's hat time, folks. I got myself a hat.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Now I thought that I don't know what the viewers think, but I thought that was a little bit blue oyster cool.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's a bit.
Yeah, it's the Blue Oyster Bar out of Police Academy, mate. Said.
Yeah, it's also got a hint of like North Korean pretend outfit, like you know the countries where they have a military uniform that doesn't quite look right because the hat's that big. Or
I mean, if you had the long handlebar moustache, Ted, I'd be sitting there rather nervous now.
It did have a little gold chain around here, but I thought I'd really take that off.
Yeah, you've got to take that off, mate.
Yeah, take that off, or it will look silly.
I did like it because of the little gold leaf around their hair.
That's a bit of American Submarine Commander, isn't it?
It did cost me the grand total of a £3.40, including postage from China. How can they do it for that? So I'm just wondering what the viewers think. Is it? Do you like this one? It just doesn't work, does it?
No, it looks a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As you say, a little bit of gold chain around there and a handlebar moustache.
There's a little bit of going on.
I keep hearing the our tune music going. I'm getting told off in the chat, by the way, by Sarah Jane in bold. In bold.
Lee Barrett says, "Has Ted joined the village people?"
Yeah.
Well,
That's all you need to know, Ted.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah. Well, I thought better of it than try to wear this every week, and then people just get the wrong impression of me. So I got that one. I'm not going to wear that one. I'm not going to wear that. So that could go over. That could go over. So I went and got a better one, and I thought I'd get this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, wear it at a jaunty angle like that. So this is a proper skipper's hat. So
Yes.
yeah, we have to wear this one from now on. Is it on straight? I can't see because since I've had my hair cut.
So whenever Ted gets the paddling pool out, he's got to be wearing his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I go on my canal holiday, I'll be wearing this hat. So,
Is it
Gotta
just
wear
the
that
hat and
whenever
speedos?
yeah, and I'm going to get some gold leaf to go around here so I can promote myself. At the moment it's just a lieutenant's hat, but I think I might go up to commander or something like that.
I think though, Ted, what you need to do is now wear that every time you're on camera.
Yeah, I should do. Yeah, so that it could
So
be.
people know then it's Skipper Ted, you see.
Yeah, Skipper Ted, and I can use it in all my little thumbnails on YouTube and things like that, can't I? What I'm going to do next is get the pipe.
But can you keep your sandwiches in it?
You can't keep them in this one. I suppose you could keep a slice of toast.
What's inside? What's the inside? What
It's just.
His head.
has it got like a label and stuff? And
I reckon you could probably get a croissant in the front.
Ooh, yeah.
It says 60 centimetre male Royal Navy Class 1 off.
Off.
It doesn't say hat for the wearing.
Hat,
That's the army though, not the navy, isn't it?
yeah, male Royal Navy Class 1 officer. Yeah.
Hat for the wearing.
Hat for the wearing, one
Hat,
of.
summer.
Yeah.
One off.
So yeah, that looks about right now. Doesn't it?
That looks pretty good there, Ted.
Yeah, I think I need to get a shirt now, don't I, with epaulets on it.
I've got a 1944 Royal Naval Voluntary Reserve trench coat if you want it.
What I'm thinking of doing is actually not getting the shirt with the epaulets on, but get a submariner's sweater. You know, the white roll neck sweaters.
Oh yeah.
Then I could.
Oh, you got them now, sir. Oh, you got them now.
Yeah, open tubes 1, 2. Yeah, so that's it. So Skipper's got a hat. So
You know what you could do? You could have a whole conversation between a British ship captain and a German Kriegsmarine just by turning the hat round. What do you want? I don't know.
That would never work badly at all. He'd never mess that up.
I say, Jerry, if you don't surface, we'll open fire on you. Do you understand? You will never take us.
For your Tommy's the voice over. Ted ends up at the end of the night with curly whirly high tower engineer hair.
Yes, and the peak's not too. It's not like a baseball cap either. The peak's
No,
not
No, we can tell the
fine.
difference between you and Fox. Yeah, but we can.
I don't know anybody that wears a baseball cap.
Yep. Yeah,
My eyes are watering. That's not a baseball
You've got to wear
cap.
that whenever you're building the Titanic, Ted.
As I've always said, if you were to commit a crime in that hat, the description would be man with a beard and glasses wearing a baseball cap.
Look, cap, flying, summer, property of US Army. There you go. See, I told you. Mwah. It's not a baseball cap.
Baseball cap.
It's not a baseball cap.
So there we go. I'm also
That'll be Gemma
available-
text you to say it's not a baseball cap.
Yeah. I'm also available for parties and strippers, the strippergrams and things like that. You know.
Yeah, but that's in the black hat.
Yeah.
I'm getting told off in the chat because I missed Dave's birthday, by the way. I didn't. It's just, I was waiting for me moment.
So there we are. Yeah, this could be the official Skipper Ted hat. So I expect to be seeing more of it. So let's catch up what's going on in the chat. Don't forget Belly and Bench. And have you finished any models? Is there any models out there that you?
I did see someone had, but I can't
If
find
you
it.
really
now.
want to, oh, sorry, go on, Chris.
No, I was going to say I did see someone had finished something, but I can't find it. But carry on.
Ted says belly and bench, but if you want to confuse him, do bench and belly.
That
Always
confuse
throws him
everybody.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, that will confuse him.
I found it. EC Idaho says, I finished an Airfix 172nd BF 109.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Full speed ahead, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Number one. Give me full revs.
Ted, you know what you need? You need to go on eBay somehow, find one of the proper what's it called? That thing where they go and it's like full ahead.
Oh, the
Understood.
telegraph. The telegraph.
The telegraph thing. You need
Yeah.
to get one of them.
Yeah.
Have it at the side.
That's it. Okay, Skipper. Finish with engines. Thank you.
Well, you could have it for Mrs. Tedsy. When you do it, it rings a bell in the kitchen and it just flashes up. Ted needs tea and gin.
Yeah, you need to change it from, quarter impulse and full speed and reverse and have it say tea and toast and gin. And whichever one you dial up.
Dave Cardboard says, I'm just thinking tickets, please, for some reason.
Michael Johnson says, I have finished FX 148 scale Stuka.
Ooh.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah. Edward Leonard says, I have finished the Tamiya monkey bike. Remember, you get a ding for finishing, so if you finish the model.
Carl over at Making Models says, can I get my ding as I just missed it 2 weeks ago? Was his Amusing Hobbies Conqueror Mark 1?
Ooh, what does the committee say,
Is
Ted?
this a committee dingage?
no, you shouldn't have told us that you'd missed it by 2 weeks ago. You should have just told us that you finished at night.
Yeah, because we don't know what we did yesterday, never mind 2 weeks ago. So we wouldn't have remembered.
You could, yeah, we could have given you one last week, and we did
Steady.
one the week before. We wouldn't have known.
That was a Colin moment there.
Bobbins
nearly got him to
9000
court.
says, I finished the 148th V1.
Yay.
Andy says,
Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, Carl, I think you did tell us that you'd finished that the other week. I think you came on. Yeah, so yeah, you're going to slide that one past us.
Ted sees all, knows all, and hears all. He just
Doesn't
forgets
remember
after
any of
that
it.
minute.
Andy M
Andy,
says,
oh,
Belly, 3 pints at the local pub, the most beer I've had in a year. Bench, can't remember, don't care.
Yay.
Yeah,
Phillies?
after you've not drunk for 12 months and you go out and have 3 pints, you're going to feel it, aren't you?
That's a session, that is, after a year of not drinking. Philly says sausage rolls in the belly and a Ravel Martini Porsche on the bench. Apparently he's quite enjoying the Martini Porsche, he said.
Oh, that sounds more like a drink, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll have a Ravel Martini, please.
Red Martini Porsche, yeah.
Scale Modelling Chaos has sweet and sour pork balls. Oh, no, wait, it's Belly. Sweet and sour pork balls, chicken chow mein, egg fried rice, and crispy shredded beef. Bench, the plain old one the other week.
Ooh,
You
good.
could have got that wrong and given him crispy balls and shredded chicken. Edward Lennon says again, finish Tamiya monkey, but we gave him a ding. But you can give him another one if you want, Ted. No.
What do you think we are, a ding factory?
Speedy Curator says belly, naan bread and coronation chicken filling, followed by jammy dodgers because I couldn't be bothered. I think that works.
Nothing wrong with jammy dodgers, yeah.
I used to know a man that used to put the jam in jammy dodgers.
Sarah Jane.
jamming?
Sarah Jane. Finished Tamiya Ferrari 360 Medina 1/24th scale. Yay. Carry on, somebody else can dive in.
I've lost it.
Sprue and glue.
Sprue and glue is,
Bench, birthday prezzies. It's Sprue and Glue's birthday today. Happy birthday, Sprue and
Happy
Glue.
birthday, Sprue and glue. You
Birthday
missed that one out,
presents.
Colin.
Belly, chips, curry sauce, and chicken kebab, and a slice of cake.
Oh, yeah. Is it birthday cake? Is it the proper birthday cake? Sort of fairy with lots of icing and things like that.
Is the proper birthday cake the long sausage one? I can't remember what it's called. Colin the Caterpillar or something. That's the traditional birthday cake, isn't it?
What, the Tesco special?
No, it's got to be covered in It's got to be covered in fondant icing with sprinkles of silver balls and candles in those little petal-shaped candle holders that you've got to blow out.
You reckon?
I don't know if this counts for a ding, Ted, but Retro Rabbit says, I finished clearing the crap around the water heater and furnace so the repair tech can get into it without death.
No. It's got to be.
I suppose that's more destructive than creative, isn't it? So,
yeah, it's got to be a model.
Yeah, and Mayhem Model Work says belly, homemade pizza, cheese, tomatoes, peppers, chicken tikka, and homemade chips.
Max McQueen says he's finished painting an Inquisitor Einzorn character from Warhammer 40k.
Ooh, Eisenhorn, jolly good. What was his name, Cole? What was his name?
Max McGuinn, mate. And
What was his name,
he's
Carl?
due a ding. Yeah, Max McGuinn, mate. I didn't think you was listening. I've been trying to get a word in for 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. I've just got to put the head back on my hammer.
Oh, you broke the ram.
You've been digging it too much.
There you go, Max.
Turn it in with the dinging. No. Jamie Bourne says, I finished the Tamiya 135th King Tiger with a Porsche turret.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
What was his name again, Cole?
Max McGuinn, mate.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Max McGinn.
I'm going to look at the post-it note and scratch the side of my face. Am I saying it? I am.
You are. You're adding the W again.
Am I? Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Max.
I love it. I love it. It's ingrained now. You can't not say it.
I know it's like what's his name? Ostrich, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Ted calling you Fiesta. It's just not gonna.
Oh yeah, he's called me Fiesta 67 since I've known him. It's like Ted just adds letters.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's more homely.
It is. It's like ice cream, Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Is ice cream in tonight? Well, but,
Frank, where are we up to? Dave Cardboard is a man of mystery. He's flouting it a bit, rules a bit. He says, belly, curry, no details, own recipe available on application. Bench 48th Tornado I've been staring at for a month, trying to find the courage to stick on the flaps. It will require much swearing.
It's all good.
Are they allowed to get away with super secret recipes, therefore not telling
I
us
think
to-
so. You know, he does say it's available on an application. He doesn't say how much
true.
he's going to charge
It
for
could
it.
be
but-
a family secret recipe, so I suppose it's a bit like Ted with the committee on the dingage, isn't it? It's an ecumenical map.
It
That
could
would be
also
an
be
ecumenical map.
you go to
Right,
Tesco's, get the packet that says curry sauce, and empty that into. But
it's a good job. It's a good job that we don't want proof of these finishes because people could make it up. We could have it if you don't behave. The viewers out there in chat, we could have it that you have to post a picture on Facebook before I'll give you a dig. If you don't behave.
could be.
Screw and Glue can have a birthday double ding, I think, Ted, for this
Oh.
one. Kit finish, 12 warriors of meanness, tirif, and painted. There you go.
There we are. Yeah, we've had the.
In fact, are we doing dings for birthdays? Should we do dings for birthdays as well?
Yeah.
No,
We all say yes, and Ted's like, no.
No, because if we did dings for birthdays, then we'd have to do dings for whatever else. and
He's already
dings
broke
for
his hammer
special
once,
things.
hasn't he?
Yeah, we'd never get assured. We'd never get any words in it. It'd be dinging all night. What? Spend all night dinging.
Steady.
Mm. So behave yourselves. Yeah, Skipper's in the house. Retro Rabbit says, but I moved 45 bottle kits out of the way. It doesn't count. Still don't get it.
He's tight with his dings, isn't he? He's trying to save this hammer, isn't he?
Max
Yeah, you
McGinn
don't
says,
get it.
my name will forever be butchered, lol.
Absolutely.
Have
you
any
should
of
just
us
change it.
finished anything?
Eh?
Have any of us finished anything? No.
No,
No. What
Just
have you all been
checking.
up to, though?
I'm Blake.
Ice Cream says she's here. She is here.
She's here.
Oh, where are we at?
I think Max McGinn. I think Max, you should just change your name on the YouTube to Max McGuinn.
Or we could just call him Max.
No,
just
it's
easier.
not. It's not.
Anders has got one that I think Colin should read out.
Oh, you're joking. Where's he? Oh, it'd be under Anders, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be the one.
Where the name is.
Venture 148, Ketten, Croft, Trad, and Pova supply to go with an earlier built ME109, Belly's pasta with fillet of beef, bacon, garlic, black truffle, and cream.
Oh, yes. I think that was meant to be power supply.
Probably.
Oh, was
I
it?
don't know.
Yeah.
Pulver supply. Yeah.
Pova. Pova.
Pulver. Where are we at?
Carl says, can we get a ding for finishing and rendering a very special video today?
No.
Video dingage, I know. He's tight, isn't he?
He's stern, isn't he? It's like,
No, no, it has to be a model. No,
See,
no,
give him an hat and he's become
Yeah.
a right job's worth, isn't he?
yeah. Yeah, I didn't get this hat for nothing, you know. Well, I did, but
I can imagine you as that bloke in the NCP car park. Well, you can't park there, you know. I have you know.
no, I don't know what the guy does in the NCP car park. He lets you park there, and he lets you get out, and he lets you walk away. Then he puts a ticket on it.
Yeah.
Scale Modelling Chaos says to Max McGinn, join the club. It took Colin 2 months to get my name right after I changed it. You should have no problem with yours, though.
Should. No, I'll get there in the end, mate. I'm just going to run out of space for post-it notes.
Yep. And Michael Johnson wins the entire evening by saying his belly is cheese and onion crisp butties.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'd give you a ding for that, but Ted won't.
No. No. If you want to do your own digging, you carry on and do your own digging. But
Ding. There you go.
yeah, you can get a thud. Yeah, you can perhaps get something that gives a thud. Yeah.
Thud. It's not quite the same as a
Well,
ding. Not nearly as good.
No.
No. Yeah, but my shade on my headlight, they're starting to peel the paint off now.
Dave Cardboard. Dave Cardboard says one of my key secret ingredients is patax and lime juice. I'm saying no more.
Oh, happy days.
Where are we at? Captain Ted McDing says Sprugly.
Carl's threatening to keep his episode hostage until he gets a ding, I think. He says he'll keep it a little longer.
Oh, Carl, is that a Wibblekins, mate?
Anders says he was meant to write power supply. It got lost in the translation in his head.
Mate, got lost in the translation in my head and all, mate.
Yeah. I have been doing stuff during the week. I shall show you what I've been doing.
Oh, yes,
Because I've got the buttons, I can do it. I have been
Wind your
continuing work on the patent motor wagon. There you go. Looks like that now. Ooh. It's got some more colours to it. It's all out of focus and stuff. You can't really see it. But yes, I have been videoing this for this very channel. And hopefully shall be finishing during the week. So that video hopefully will be up at some point.
In my mind, that car makes the same noise as Chuggaboom from the Anthill Mob.
It probably does, yes.
You mean with the big car, Chuggaboom?
It probably made very little noise at all because it's like a very, very tiny, teeny engine that probably didn't actually do very much.
That's true.
It's not even a moped engine, is it? So yeah, that's approaching done, but not quite done yet. So I don't get a ding yet, but I don't ask for a ding because I know I don't deserve one yet.
You have to deserve the ding.
Are we ding exempt, being that we're eModels builders?
I bloody hope not.
No?
Yeah. No. If you finished an e-model build, you can have a ding for that. If you
finished you're happy with that.
So near as we get paid, so we may as well take what we can get.
Yeah, I mean.
What you, Cole? What have you been up to, Cole?
I've been doing my Bane Blade, as you know.
Bane Blade. Do I need to shake and get my camera ready for shaking?
No, it's still in bits in it because I'm starting the painting, but you want me to do it.
Oh.
So I've been doing that bad boy, as you know. So.
Only you can make a tag with it.
Yeah. Once you start painting that, Colin, you'll have a finish.
I know. It's only when I started dismantling it, Ted, and bagging it all up, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I have created a monster. Well, I was encouraged by someone who's going to remain nameless.
Nothing of. I don't think you should point at Chris like that at all. It's very rude.
Yeah. Well.
But you, Ted, what have you been up to?
Not a lot really. Things have been a bit hectic around here, so I didn't really get up to much. Apart from I did a bit of plastering. Yes, the proper plastering, the wall plastering, because we employed a plasterer to come and do some plastering last week, and it was awful. How he called himself a plasterer.
Was he plastered?
Yeah, I think he was, but we have somebody. We have to employ somebody to come and put it right.
No, that ain't good.
That's not right.
Can you build that back to him, though, Ted? I mean, that he's done that to you, or have you got no real?
No, it's one of these sort of, you ask on around and anybody. Oh yeah, I can do plastering. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh right, yeah.
Cash in hand sort of job, disappear, never see him again. So
did he offer your driveway as well?
Yeah.
Got a bit of asphalt left over in the van.
And we guttering.
I thought there was a strange accent we had when he came in, but never mind.
Well, I have been I'm not doing a lot this week for me model stuff. I'm still working on Imperial Night, which is the Friday live stream. So the Canis Rex is coming along, getting close to finish now. The building. But this
There's
week
only
I've been-
about 8 more streams left on that, mate, isn't there?
Yeah, only about 22 more streams. I've got at least four. I've got at least 4 things to glue on now. So that's good.
Oh, another dozen streams or more yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming along. I've got to do the Slappity hand arm yet. So that's got to go on. I think that's all I've got left to do really. But this week I've just been working on my big X-wing.
Yeah, you've been
4
doing
of
that,
them.
haven't you?
So that's what I've been taking up my time is filming this all week this week. So yes, but yes, I've got more to do on that. So we'll carry on that on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
And then it'll be whenever I get around to painting it.
Yeah, I probably should try and do a live stream or something when I'm sort of on a monotonous pit with the Titanic. So that
You got to wear the hat when doing it, though.
yeah, I'll wear the hat as well because somebody says Teddy's Captain Edward Smith from the Titanic.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
So when you say a monotonous paint bit on the Titanic, do you mean painting the Titanic?
Yeah, painting the Titanic. Yeah, unfortunately there'll just be a little bit of the Titanic in short, and the rest of it. So
This week we're going to paint all the little brass bits around the edge of all the portholes. I hate my life.
Believe me, somebody's doing that. Yeah, somebody somewhere out in the world of Facebook is painting all the portals with.
They're either going to be Japanese or Italian. I can tell you that.
Yeah, they will sit there and detail it, won't they?
Yeah, the scratch building all the little brass.
Yep. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah.
Out of brass.
Yeah. Well, you can get all the brass etching for it now. You can just about rub the whole of the side of the ship smooth, and then apply photo etch to it.
You can pretty much get a detail upset that is basically the whole kit, isn't it? Getting that way with it, isn't it?
The one advantage of that model Titanic is you could paint the whole thing with nothing but rattle cans, just about.
I think that's what you have to
save
do,
for a few small details.
Yeah. I think that's what you have to do.
Max Model says belly beef paleron with mixed sweet potato and potato mash. Bench, Colin. That doesn't sound right. Bench, Colin. If I email you, could you make me some decals? Okay.
Yeah, so no worries, mate. Yeah, just you got my email address, mate. It's on the page.
Where are we at now? I've lost.
Michael Jackerman says belly 4-piece KFC meal, bench 172nd U-boat, type 9C. Going to be a long job. Yes, it probably will.
Reggie Modeler says I am within, and I has sweets. They were £3 for £1. How much were they, Colin?
£3 for £1. Not 4.
Yeah, but
3.
Telling us he's got sweets is a bit like that. He's a bit like saying I'm having a pizza.
Yeah, we need details.
Well, sweets. Yeah. What sweets?
Yeah, and if you don't say UFOs and swizzle sticks, then we're going to be most disappointed.
I don't like UFOs. They're horrible.
How do you not like it?
Because they're horrible.
Now, when you ate UFOs, was it all in the mouth, melt in the mouth till it sort of all the sherbet filled your mouth, or did you take a bite out of it, pour the sherbet in, throw the
No, stick to the roof of the mouth and melt and dissolve and do.
I'd get like a handful of them and just cram them in there and go.
That rice papery type. You can keep it. It's fine. No.
For those that didn't grow up in the 1970s and 80s in the UK, UFOs are like little rice paper UFO shapes, but they're really thick rice paper, so it's like almost like a pasta thing with sherbet inside, and it dissolves away and the sherbet comes out.
Remember sherbet dabs?
Sherbet dabs.
Yeah, with a little bit of licorice in it. They used to fasten it, didn't they? They used to fasten the paper or squeeze the paper onto the licorice, and you could never get it off. So you got to that bit, and you either ate the paper or or you tried to suck the sherbet through the licorice, and it didn't work.
That's because it was a solid stick of licorice.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was around here.
It was a solid stick where I was.
No, it used to be hollow.
Someone's been sucking out the middle of Ted's licorice.
Did your dad used to tell you that the paper straw was it? LD says belly 4 cheese stuffed crust pizza, bench marine captain. I assume you mean space marine captain, not a marine captain like Ted.
Not like Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, sour snakes. Oh, the original modeler says sour snakes, shrimps, and bananas and strawberry laces. Shrimps. Yes.
Strawberry laces.
Do you remember the shrimps and the bananas?
Yeah. Do you remember the little false teeth or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the little
Sour-
Coke bottles and
Yeah, I think sour snakes and strawberry laces are a little bit later inventions.
No, we used to get strawberry. Strawberries. Strawberries. He's got a
Oh,
banana.
yeah, it's got the
Candy
banana.
banana. Damn
Oh,
it.
that's just cruel. Doing that and eating one in front of us three. Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah. That's like, you may as well bring out a whole plate of Wimpy. You know what I mean?
What else was
Another one.
Yeah, now we'll put Chris full screen and he can do some talking now with his mouth full.
Yeah, Gemma, can you go up and smack Chris's arm for us, love?
Welcome to the Chris ASMR eating stream.
Dave,
We'll just become like a mukbang channel where he'll just eat on the channel for like an hour.
Now, do you know if he went out and did a live stream like that, he'd probably get about 40,000 views.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's called mukbang, Ted. It's the thing, eating food on. It's like just weird. They get like millions of views.
It's like Skylar watches videos of people opening Kinder eggs, and it gets thousands and thousands of views. What are we
We
doing?
go to all that effort of doing a tutorial, we'll be getting nothing.
Dave Cowboy says two important things. He says, first of all, now you've triggered the eternal sherbet fountain debate. Do you eat the licorice or throw it away? And then he also says, flumps.
Well, if I remember rightly, on the ones we had here, you used to bite the ends off of the licorice and you had a straw. It was hollow, wouldn't it? The licorice.
We had solid, unless we had solid ones, and I never knew they were straws because I never bit the end off.
With your teeth like that, and it was tubular in the middle, and you suck the old sherbet.
It's entirely possible I may have missed that for my entire time.
Yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah,
I used to like lick the end of it, dip it in, and then just sort of suck the end and maybe eat a little bit of it. But
The licorice looked solid, but you bit the end off of it on each end.
Yeah, that's probably where I was. That's probably where I was going wrong because I just bit one end off.
Yeah. Clank.
Why do these things never come with instructions?
Wait, so did I eat sherbet dib-dabs for like 20 years and never noticed?
You used to used to bite the end off the straw each end and stick it in there, and it was the licorice, and it was hollow.
Did it say that on the packet somewhere?
I don't know.
How did you know to do it? Unless was there some sort of secret sherbet club that you had to be in?
I mean, I'm glad it's not just me that was a complete spoon and didn't notice.
No, I didn't notice this.
That's a bit like eating salt and shake crisps for 20 years and never noticing there's a pack of
How
salt.
small do you feel now, Foxx? That's far away.
Mayhem says, "Don't mention dib-dabs. I nearly died on one."
Oh, dib-dab.
This is a story that we need to hear in
dib-dabs.
chat now, I think.
Yeah,
How do you
dib-dabs.
nearly die? I don't want to.
I think that might be a different dib-dab.
Oh,
Peter Rogers recalls it being hollow. Emma Jane Young says, "Hi everyone, sorry a bit late. It's our 13th wedding anniversary, so Tim made a romantic dinner, but he's still not getting any kits from my stash.
Sounds fair.
yeah.
And you still turned up to watch this as well."
Scale Modelling Chaos said, I used to get rid of the licorice and dump all the sherbet down his throat. Yeah, I was never a big fan of licorice. Remember, you could get those licorice sticks where the sort of impression of the maker was stamped in the end.
Mayhem says, "Graham, I necked the sherbet and one of my work colleagues made me laugh in the process and the powder got stuck in my throat." Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
Never laugh when you're eating sherbet.
Raging Modeler says there's a packet of salt in the shaken salt crisps. Yes, I'm joking. No, you used to get a little blue packet in them, wouldn't you? Bung it in there.
Well, that's what I said earlier on. It's like not knowing you could make a straw is like not knowing there was a packet of salt in the salt and shake crisps. I can't believe I didn't know it was a straw.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just that one crisp that was really salty.
Yeah, the blue one.
This one feels like paper and it tastes really salty. It's really strange.
Now Sprue and Glue says a dib-dab had a round lolly, not the little thing you get now. I think sherbet dib-dab's always a licorice.
Yeah, it used to be like a sherbet.
It might have been called something different.
Thing, didn't it? I've got one.
No, it was like it came in a square, flat packet with a very small.
That's sherbet fountain. That's different.
Hang on, so
Right.
am I getting dib-dabs and fountains confused?
Yeah, I think we are.
This is the bloke who didn't know you bit the end off a licorice, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, this is a given fact now. Obviously, we can't take that back.
Got nothing in it because I necked it, but I don't even know why I kept the container. But...
Peter Rogers says licorice pipes. Yeah, I do remember them, but as I say, I wasn't a fan of licorice really, apart from sherbet.
But you think about it, the sweets we had when we was kids, it was fake cigarettes. You used to get a little box with the tobacco in.
Candy
didn't you?
cigarettes.
Yes.
It's really in it.
Camel cigarettes, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah. It almost looked like the real packet.
exactly. I mean, you wouldn't get away with that now, would you?
No, you can't. They're not legal anymore.
Yeah, you get the little push-up packet that had like half a dozen sort of sherbet type.
Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news. Angus says McDonald's in Australia have started doing chicken salt fries.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, but I want some. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Fry with chicken salt.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Emma
fries
J-
that are chicken flavoured? Or
Emma Jane
Chicken
Young,
that's fried
Emma Jane Young
flavoured.
says thank you, by the way, because you mentioned her anniversary. And Tim says, despite the fact that Emma Jane says he's not getting a kit, Tim says, I just stole an ME163 kit from Emma. Don't tell her, though.
Shush, don't tell. Shh.
Does she get a ding for it being an anniversary, Ted?
No.
Harsh. Really?
Does Chris
he's a harsh
get a ding?
gatekeeper, isn't he?
Does Chris and Gemma get a ding because it was their 25th anniversary?
No.
It's Gemma's birthday
he's
on
a hard
Friday.
man. He's a old man, isn't he?
Finished kits. That's what you got to finish a kit before you can have a ding. Because I say we could be dinging all night.
He's dinging all night long.
You should be so lucky.
Ted isn't just going to ding for anybody.
You've really got to earn your ding, you know. Yeah.
Primetime Modelling says, okay, guys, I'm out of here before Hattie Jacks walks in. Take care, all. Take care, Primetime Modelling.
Right, Scale Modelling Chaos says you should try this if you have a hot drink and a Kit Kat. Bite the end off the Kit Kat and suck the drink up through the Kit Kat.
Now, Ted, you'll have to bite both ends off. Remember that.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, he didn't say that though. He just said bite the end off. He didn't say butter.
Now, anybody Australian watching will be like, that's just a Tim Tam Slam. There's a biscuit called the Tim Tam. And our friend Kenneth sent me some Tim Tams, little chocolate biscuit, and you bite the two corners off, and you do the same that you make it into a straw for your coffee. Oh, the Tim Tam Slam is divine.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to try
So
that.
that'll be a Tim Tam Slam with a Kit Kat.
It could be a good idea.
Slam.
But,
Scale Modelling Chaos says, technically, Chris and Gemma finished 24 years of marriage. Well, technically 25, because you have your first anniversary after 1 year, don't you? So it'd be 20.
You can try begging if you want, but it still won't work.
But I bet if Mrs. Ted asked for a ding for her birthday, Ted would obediently go, of
Oh no.
Michael, going back to sweets, Michael Johnson asks if you remember torpedoes. I didn't like torpedoes.
Don't think so.
They were like the licorice, sugar-coated licorice. They were like that big.
Yeah, that was it. Yes, that was it.
like that.
Yeah, you get the really cheap ones that were really small, or you could get the bigger ones that were quite good.
Yeah.
It's like gobstoppers. Remember the gobstoppers that used to be
Yeah.
the size of a golf ball?
I remember, like in the mid to late 80s, when gobstoppers were kind of fading away. They were a bit like 1950s snack foods, but jawbreakers came in.
Yeah, the big one.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember that, like the hot spicy jawbreakers? You get.
I think they
different
got
layers
banned in our school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they were minging. They were horrible, but that was just the
they was
experience of eating a
nasty, weren't
jawbreaker. Especially the hot and spicy ones, which just minging.
Max Model says, correct, Fox. You can do the same with the penguin. Not a real one, obviously, he says.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Tim Tams are very similar to penguins.
I suppose technically you could do the same one with a real penguin, but yeah.
I wouldn't like. Yeah, you'd have to get one end to bite, the other end you wouldn't want to go near. So.
Yeah, it'd be messy.
Flash says he still has a set of football cards from those fake ciggies. Yeah, you could collect them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
What else was there? There was other ways.
Aeroplanes, ships.
There was Hubba Bubba or something like that.
Hubba Bubba used to give you little cards with one slice of bad tasting bubble gum that was horrible.
Yeah.
And
Military grade industrial crap with flavouring on it.
Were they the ones that you get like 4 or 5 cards and they had a picture on one side and on the other side was part of a bigger picture that you had to collect to make up?
Yeah, I think they did like Captain Scarlet and things like that, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember one for the
used to
black
put,
hole.
like, a dozen together, and it was like different.
Yeah.
See, I remember Bazooka Joe's where you get the paper, you open it out, and there'd be a picture, and then if you folded it into thirds, it'd be a completely different picture.
Yeah, it's like Mad Magazine.
You fold it that way.
Yeah, I remember
They were terrible. They were rubbish, but you know.
PG Chips cards, says Sarah James. Yeah, you used to keep them in the
Oh, I
tea bags, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to remember the PC. Yeah, because you could send away for the book, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Like they'd have a series of birds or battleships. Yeah, I remember
Battleships, maritime ships, Titanic,
Mhm.
and things like that used to be in there. And
Oh yeah, Sprue and Glue says Bazooka Joe, Bubblegum, and Tattoo.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
water tattoo things. Yeah.
Skelmon, no, sorry. I lost it. It moved. Oh, hang on. Ted, are you ready? I did finish my latest 124th Smesh graffiti scene. Is it dingworthy? He built a diorama. So he finished it.
Yeah,
So yeah.
because it comes under the umbrella of models.
Yeah.
There you go.
Plus he's got a Smesh on it. So
Oh yeah,
If you
I
don't know
finished
what
the
that means-
diorama in the last 2 weeks. Then I should get a ding for that. I did
If
my
you didn't mention it
my
at the
latest
time,
Star Wars
it's like,
diorama.
Yeah,
yeah, but Cole
it's-
couldn't have one for 2 weeks ago, could
No,
he, Chris?
it's-
But
it's
no,
time bound.
because we weren't. I finished it in the last
no.
between last
no.
show and this show.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said. You should have just said.
But I didn't finish it between shows. That should be count, shouldn't it? I think you finished it before the last show.
Yeah, Williams, are you arguing or what?
He's arguing with the
Oh.
committee
You
president.
can't argue with the
Oh.
committee.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
go on.
The
Or if
committee
you
pays
need
the
to review
bouncers,
his
you've got to be
membership,
careful,
they
Chris.
said.
yeah. Take that man's name.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
committee pays the bouncers, so you have to watch yourself there, Chris. It's
Oh,
dangerous.
Chris is having a wibble. He's having a wibble. Does having a sore arm count?
Sorry, that
Actually, I got to come back. It's time to do what's in store in a minute. So
Yeah, Fox,
somebody
take
said-
yeah.
Sarah Jane has a
Take that man's
question.
name, will you?
Yeah, Sarah Jane's got a question, Ted. She says, if Ted completes a model, who dings for him?
Well, yeah,
Who watches the watchers?
whenever I get round to finishing the model, we'll find out.
yeah, that's a question that doesn't need answering because it just
yeah,
doesn't
that
happen.
hammer's going to be about that big by the time he finishes the Titanic.
There is a new bench and belly. I just can't actually find it because everything moved. But EC Idaho said some words that were a bench and belly, but I can't find it now.
Was that the one that
Oh, here
says
you go.
belly?
Voodoo potato chips bench bad Revell 148 Spitfire Mach 2. You
Because
could have missed
love
out the word
Revell,
bad there and
didn't you,
just said
Fox?
Revell.
You love Revell, didn't you, mate?
Well, he could have just missed the word bad out and just left it as Revell. We would have got the same impression.
Yeah.
They're all right.
Yeah.
Dave Carbo says he never got football stickers. What was the point of spending your pocket money on something you could not eat? That's another thing. Do you remember those? You used to get little books, didn't you? That would sell
Panini
you
sticker
all-
albums.
you could get little books or in the backs of newspaper, comics or something. There was useless stuff that you could spend your pocket money on.
Oh
like,
yeah,
X-ray specs.
X-ray specs
things
and
Yeah, it used to
hand
be a little
buzzers and-
drawing, didn't it? Yeah.
Sea monkeys.
You see monkeys, that was it.
Yeah.
Fake fingers or fake blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget the nail through the finger and things like that.
Yeah, the bubble gum trap, wouldn't it? If you pulled the bubble gum out, it flicked a thing over on the person's
Oh, yeah,
finger.
remember that one. Oh, I actually sent off from the back of a comic to get the bubblegum trap.
Do you remember the other one, the Chinese finger puzzle? That you just put your fingers in
Yeah.
and you pull your
You can't
fingers and
do
they
it,
stuck
yeah.
together.
I actually watched a documentary once on the guy that invented sea monkeys. And it was labelled as basically one of the most profitable pointless inventions ever because it was just brine shrimp. And it was hailed as a marketing genius because he basically sold brine shrimp to children and became exceptionally rich by it. just selling brine shrimp to children.
Yeah, it's the same as X-ray specs. How could they get away with believing that you have a pair of glasses with a coil on them could see through things? But yeah, perhaps you did. But yeah, somebody was getting rich out of it. What Bazooka Joe Chewy got? Where are we at?
Ted gets a ding when the single malt bottle hits the rim of his glass. That's how. Ding! Oh, don't mind if I do. Time for more? Okay.
Philly says, "What's in store?" It's my gyro's burning a hole in my shell suit. Yeah, almost time. Almost.
Hang on. We're going back into the 80s again. Peter Rogers says, stink bombs. Did you remember the little glass ones you used to get?
Yeah, little ones. Yeah, you could buy.
Do you remember the little firecrackers?
Yep.
The white
Throw 'em on the
plastic
floor.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And caps. Do you remember
Yeah.
cat guns?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
cat gums. Yeah, it was the smell of cat gums that was more memorable, wasn't it? Than the actual cat. Or you could get them little rockets that you put
Yeah.
a cat
They used to
under,
throw up in the air. And, yeah.
and yeah.
Oh,
Or you
with
can
the
make
rubber
them
tip.
actual bolts.
Yeah.
I remember I remember when I was a kid, we had like little pop cap gun revolvers where you just put the roll of caps in it, but then I got a toy gun that used. There was a revolver that you could buy a little plastic.
You have the little stuff inside it, like a 6-shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a little, like you could like a quick loader, and it also had strips. This other gun where you did it, and it lifted the strip out and popped it out like a strip, like a stripper clip. Couldn't do that nowadays with realistic looking guns. And Sprue and Glue mentions spud guns. When we cleared our garden out about 7 years ago, we actually found a spud gun in the soil in one of the flower beds.
Yeah, I bet it still worked as well because
it probably would. Yeah.
Yeah, spud guns are awesome. Yeah, that's what you used to shoot your toy soldiers with, wasn't it? Them and air guns.
I don't remember how they worked. Was it elastic bands or?
I don't know.
No, spud guns was just a compressed spring, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it a spring?
You pull it back and
plastic, yeah.
I think you just kind of like you pull it back and prime it and then just dink it into a potato.
I remember the dunking and the firing. I can't remember anything about the arming.
Yeah, it was a spring-loaded plunger, wasn't it? That used to...
For those that don't know, if they're not in the UK, it's basically a small toy gun that you would pull this thing back like a pinball ball launching thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a zip
that,
gun,
but you pull it back and it clicks, and then you jam it into a potato to get a chunk of potato in the barrel, and then you press the trigger and it goes and spits a bit of potato out. Who came up with that idea? It's genius.
A genius.
Exactly. I bet he died poor as well, because it's always the way.
Yeah.
Right. We're looking at the time. It's time we moved on a bit, isn't it? We're getting. We must stop our nostalgic ramblings and move on.
We'll never stop our nostalgic ramblings. Don't we?
No. We'll stop. Yeah. We'll pause for this week anyway. We'll move on to more serious things about what's in store. Whose turn is it tonight? Because I haven't got a clue.
That's not pointing at Foxx. That's me putting my hand up to say it's me. But we'll go to Foxx to do the terms and conditions because that's tradition.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, you're not getting out of it, mate.
Just. Oh. Yes. Okay. So it's what's in store. This week's what's in store is Chris. So you can assume the link between all the products will be the most tenuous thing ever. So make sure you read every single word on the screen, and make sure you read all the words you can't see because they're probably the important ones. He'll make sure they're just off the screen. There will be Chris is going to give you a selection of items, a selection of fine items, and there will be a connection between them all. I've not seen them yet, so I don't even know what the connection is. Not that I ever get it. There will be a connection. Now, we're not doing a mug giveaway for the winner that gets it because they've not got any mugs left in stock. So it's just for fun, this one. Chris is going to go through all the items one by one. And at the end of it, he'll come out of his thing and he'll say, right, what was the theme? Go. And the first person to get the answer right will win a big fat box of nothing.
Yay.
What will they win, Colin?
Nothing.
And how many nothing do you get for £1?
Free.
Free for £1. So we might send you free nothing. That's a pound's worth of nothing. Free for
£1.
So yeah, so just for the fun, nothing to give away tonight, but just for the fun, wait till Chris has come back and said go, and then put your answer in, and whoever gets it first will win nothing at all.
Yay!
I'm pausing for time while he's still doing his bits.
No, I'm ready. I'm waiting. I was ready and waiting from the beginning.
At this point now.
Refresh and drag. Make sure you're up to date.
Oh yes, yeah. There's usually a lag. I mean, we don't need to say it really because it's just for fun.
No,
normally there's a lag between the video and the chat at this point. So hit refresh button and drag that way. Hit refresh and that's the other way. Hit refresh
the other way.
And drag the slider across.
Yeah.
Hit refresh.
The other way, Ted. If they go that way, they'll be going backwards to the beginning. No, Ted got it wrong. You were right that time. That way, and then the other way.
Okay, you want to go that way?
No.
The other way.
That way, yep.
Hit refresh and then drag the slider. You know what we mean. Hit F5 and drag the slider across. Actually, I don't know. It's a nightmare when you do that because dragging the slider across, you drag it all the way to the current bit, and then when you take your finger off, it drags the slider back. And I'm like, no, put it where it wants. Oh, no.
You can click the little button that says live. That'll take you to live as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are.
Don't get cheeky now.
That's just the easy way.
That's the easy way, and it's not nearly as much fun. I shall click the button.
Try and be clever.
The first item we have in tonight's What's in Store is this one. I don't know who it is. It's the Strelitz 172nd French Cavalry from Egypt, Napoleonic. So they're all. I don't know anything that's going on. It's French cavalry in Egypt from Napoleon. Yeah.
Would they be hussars?
Wait, hang on. That guy in the front left.
I don't know.
Is he from a completely different photograph than the guy behind him? And it's like a really bad.
It looks like 7 different photographs all put together. It's brilliant.
That's the best thing I've ever seen. It's like the world's worst Photoshop.
And it looks like you get 13 of them in the pack, which is just strange.
Yeah.
I should mention before I go any further in that yes, there is a theme that underlines all of these, and the theme is actually to do with today as well. It's themed to the very date of today. So there we go. That gives you a little bit of a hint because you might need it because it's not terribly easy.
Should you get 13? That seems.
It looks like 13. It says there.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, these little tiny figures, they're designed for tabletop gameplay. Because there are a lot of people out there that still play traditional tabletop war games. You know, not all your D&D and Warhammer stuff. Some people still play the traditional tabletop Napoleonic stuff.
Don't they? The military stuff, Civil War stuff. They have it as big coffee table war scenes, don't they?
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong, really.
Yeah,
so yes, that's the first one. It's number 11872, plastic model figures from the French cavalry, Egypt, Napoleonic. Right, next up is the Masterbox 124th Marshal Jesse. I don't know why. Something popped out and made me select this one, but
yes, with proper realistic, convincing 19th century American garb.
It's exactly what Marshal Jesse would have worn.
Sweet boy.
I don't know, but I thought Ted would like it because it's got some flesh tones on it.
Colin's gone kind of quiet at this point, looking very, very straight faced.
I must admit, I can't see either. I can't see any of
the
you at the
pictures
moment.
anyway. My camera's in the way.
I did wonder if perhaps you weren't seeing what we were seeing.
No,
Colin, look round your camera.
Yes, so the Masterbox 124.
The product number is 24018.
He's having a right eyeful there. Look at that. Don't lick the screen, Colin.
Next up, something again a little bit different. The Masterbox 135th. Gunslinger number 2, Gentleman Jim Jameson.
not Araldite, is it?
Outlaw Gunslinger series kit number 2.
Well, Mr. Marston, I'd about say.
This kit includes parts for the assembly of one figure and one horse. Attention, the set requires both glue and paint in order to be completed, not included.
Complete your horse.
It's a model kit that needs assembly, so don't expect it to look like it does on the box when you get it out the box.
Because that's a painting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some assembly required. So yes, the third item today, which is the one that everyone has to buy, isn't it? Third item, yep.
Oh yeah, almost buy.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to say, by the way, we don't know how many of these are in stock. So if any of these do tickle your fancy,
slap it in your basket.
you're getting slow, Ted. You're getting slow. If any of these tickle your fancy, get it in your basket. They might have one. They might have 1,000. So if you want to make sure that you get it, while it's in your basket, somebody else can take it out from under you. If there's only one in stock, then they pay for it first. Because
it's not yours till you check it out.
there you go. Cashier number 4, please. So if any of these do tickle your fancy, and you are required by law to buy item number 3 from the selection,
Tim Young doesn't have to because he's already got that gunslinger figure.
Oh, okay.
You can buy item number 2 instead.
Yeah, go buy another one. Go buy another one, Tim.
Well, item number 2. And yeah, so to get them in your basket, get it paid for, and get it checked out, because we don't know how many they've got. They might have 1, they might have 1 million. So
right, that was the third item then. The fourth
I
item
got
today.
bored of Red Dead Redemption 2.
The fourth item is it's not Vallejo, is it? It's
Viejo.
Vallejo.
Oh, you mean Vallejo?
Viejo.
Technically, it's Vallejo, but it's Vallejo.
I'm just going to say Vallejo because that's what I've always said, and I can't remember what it should be. It's a set of 3 stainless steel probes. What's it? A set of 3 stainless steel, Foxx? There we go.
Yes.
Yes. So if you need some probes, you can get a set of 3.
Yes. Anybody doesn't get that joke about the name, by the way, I mailed Vallejo today, a couple of days ago, and asked them how to pronounce their name, and they said it's Vallejo. So everybody was arguing about it, so I just said, I'll just ask Vallejo how you pronounce their name. And
they should know.
They're pretty much knowledgeable.
I'll still pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, can you send one next week to Edward?
Who? Yeah.
Well, though, I have to say, my favourite is Ted's Cumbrian Valero.
Valero.
Valero with the Cumbrian O on the end. I love the Cumbrian O.
Yeah.
It's the Barra O.
Yeah,
Moving onwards from the probes, we're moving on. To the fifth item this week, the Dragon 172nd Apollo 11 lunar lander, the CSM Columbia LM Eagle,
Ooh,
the
it's
50th
Ted's
anniversary
camper
kit. So yeah,
It's your camper van, Ted.
it's a
Yeah,
LEM.
it's a lem.
Lunar land, it says. I don't know what the CSM means. Is that
Command.
space man?
What did it say?
Is it
CSM.
Command Space Module or something like that?
Could be
Oh, good guess there,
completely
Colin, yeah.
static mobiles. It means
Clampingly strange males.
could
If you hit F5,
sail
Chris, it'll refresh the
moistly.
information for you.
It might not. It might do.
does
It still
sometimes.
won't tell us what it's called though, will it? Look, yeah, get
There you go.
no more
yeah,
information.
You got some photographs now. Charming, spanky messages. Completely silly merchandise. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. I've got rid of that now.
But this is a recent tooling because it's the 50th anniversary, which is 1969. So it's only a year old. This tooling. So unlike many other LEM modules, which will be a bit old in the tooth now, this is a modern kit with dudes and everything.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be very good, actually.
Michael Jackman says Command Service Module.
That's the one, I think.
Came from meters.
Yeah, came some meters. I don't think it's that. Probably not. Anyway,
Came some meters.
2, 4, 5. The sixth item, the penultimate item, is the FX 172nd Polish bank. It doesn't look like a bank I would particularly want to use at the moment.
No.
It's a used bank, shall we say?
Are you sure it's a Polish bank and not a Polish bank?
It could be. I don't know. It doesn't look very polished though, is it?
I suspect Polish.
It's definitely a bit worn out.
Yeah. You could do with a bit of polish.
Yeah, why would it be a bank? They could just call it Polish damaged
What
building.
makes it a
'Cause
bank?
It's on a corner, Ted, and banks are always on corners.
It's either a bank or a pub.
Yeah.
This bank building typifies this destruction. So it's just the type of bank building that they have in Poland.
They were going to call it Polish non-specific type building, but it didn't really fit on the box. Bank was a lot smaller.
Yeah, the words would have fell off the end, wouldn't it? Polish non-specific type.
Polish generic building.
Yeah, but no. So that's that. The last one this week is the Zvezda. Apparently we've been saying that wrong as well. Someone said it should be Zvezda or something, but
Wednesday. Yeah,
again,
Oh,
I'm going to call it what I want to call it. It's the 135th Russian contemporary tank crew. This is the cowboy version, the protective equipment cowboy. This is just the crew. It's not the tank itself because it's only £6.75.
It is the dudes. I think if you click on one of the thumbnails, there's a better shot of the actual figures rather than just the. There you go.
Yeah,
You see what
it looks like 3 figures by the looks of it, or back, front and back for
Two
each
stood
of
up
them.
in the middle look like they're throwing shapes. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Well, it's the same one. It's the front and back view of the same one, isn't it?
Well, he really looks like he's throwing a bit of a shape there.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this the other week on a live stream or something about that.
Which one?
If you buy a tank crew, they all look out of context, don't they? When they're just stood there without being in the position, and,
They're all like,
or leaning on something. Yeah.
Which one's which? I can't tell. Obviously, the one with one hand up is this guy
it's
at
a
the top.
puppet.
This one's got both arms up a bit higher, and that one you can just see a head. So I don't know which one's which.
The one on the right is the one that's the little one in the top turret.
Yeah,
The one in the middle throwing some shapes is the guy in the commander in the turret.
the second one at the top, and this is the one you
Yeah.
can just see his head.
And he's the driver, yeah.
Yeah.
So the one on the far right is the little fella. It's the little fella next to the big fella on top there. You see what I mean? Yes. Hello.
There we
Because
go.
the big fella stood up, the little fella sat down. The little fella there on the right, the one that's going, Dad, can I drive?
Yeah.
Don't turn that turret
wanna
around
go,
because
I wanna
it
go.
warn me before you turn the gun round, otherwise you'll hit me head.
Oh yeah, and the guy stood up in the turret because he's on my screen and behind the camera, really small. He looks like Commander Veers. I want him to be saying, "We'll be approaching the power things shortly, Lord Vader. You may start your landings." He looks like he's an
Yeah.
Imperial commander or something.
So there you have all of the information you need to decipher today's code.
Oh, you've got some bigger pictures if you
Thing.
scroll down, Chris. Sorry. If you scroll down, you've got some bigly picture.
With a bigger picture here.
A bigly picture. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely going to... Whichever way that Dan goes, he's going to get his head knocked off, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit of a.
I wouldn't have put the hatch there, or I'd have put the hatch a bit further forward.
It is a Russian tank, so we can assume there's some design limitations.
Yeah, something's not right there. So I shall nip back through all of them again to give you a chance to make sure that you know the correct answer. We have
The joys of Photoshop.
Strelitz 172nd French Cavalry.
My first box art.
We have the 124th Marshal Jesse.
I'm not sure that's practical outerwear, you know, for the
Yeah,
It's probably very warm.
If you got caught in a sandstorm in that,
yeah, I mean,
It's got to be warm in the Wild West, isn't it?
I wouldn't like to fall in the poison ivy with that lot on, or into a cactus bed.
Yeah, probably not. We have the Masterbox 135th Gunslinger 2 Gentleman Jim Jameson. We have the Vallejo set of 3 stainless steel.
Vallejo.
I was waiting for the probes, but it didn't come. He wasn't paying attention. We have the Dragon 172nd Apollo 11 Lunar Lander Columbia LM Eagle. Is that LM Lunar Module or something? Or they're obviously two different things: the CSM Columbia and the LM Eagle.
Paul Brown asked me, "What have I done to my face?" Nothing.
It's just the way his face always looks.
It's just that's where my face comes out when I turn it on.
We have the Polish Bank in 172nd scale. And finally, we have the 135th Russian Contemporary Cowboy Tank Crew. So, I shall not get rid of that because you're going to need me to come back and explain myself. But I'll come back on screen and say, what is the theme? Go. And we'll watch the chat. You lot didn't guess when I posted them up.
Because I've got a clue.
I wasn't really paying. I was too busy mocking and joking and not paying attention.
Dave Cardboard says LEM is Lunar Excursion Module.
Yep.
True. Yep.
Also, the name of Ted's camper van is the LEM.
Yep. Hence the name of my van.
People are scooting around the sort of thing that I'm after. I'd rather get something a little bit more precise, please.
And it has something to do with today. Could that be
something to do with today? Yes.
Monday.
Yes. We've got Wild Wild West, Jesse James, Good, Bad and the Ugly, Gunfight at the OK Corral. No, it wasn't Gunfight at the OK Corral.
Is the connection? Is that the connection?
No.
Literally that.
Bonnie and Clyde, Spaghetti Western, 42. No.
Stuart Tucker says Bonnie and Clyde. Misses off the E, Bonnie and Clyde. I like that.
Django. No. American Civil War. No. Clint Eastwood. No.
Chat stops.
No, it's not stopped. People are just thinking.
Yeah. Somebody be Googling as we speak.
Fistful of dollars.
You can Google. It's fine. It's not a film. It is a historical event. Red Dead Redemption. Cheese and Onion. No. Apache Kid. No. Jesse James died. Lee is close, but not correct. But we'll Jesse James fired, said Red Leno 8 earlier, which I assume it probably means died. Now I've seen it written down there somewhere. No, but close.
It's not a film. It's
not a film, a historical event that happened on this day, according to the website. Gunfight at the OK Corral, no, someone said that already. Damn, I was losing my Western film collection, says Tim. Jesse James Court, no, again, close, but not there, no. Come on, we've got 5 more minutes.
I've got the Mandalorian in my head now. That just goes to show you how good a spaghetti western the Mandalorian actually is.
It really was, yes, yeah.
It really is a spaghetti western. If you haven't watched the Mandalorian, you need to watch the Mandalorian. Just while we're killing for time here. If you haven't watched Clone Wars,
First Man in Space is smooth. No. Jesse James shot dead. No. Jesse James pardon. No.
Are they on the right track? Is Cowboys the right track? It's just
well, even Jesse James is the right track, but it's a specific thing. Just realised share release just like Jesse James. Yeah, no. Train robbery, no.
Is it anything to do with Jesse James? Let's just.
It is to do with Jesse James.
Okay.
Shall I shall share my screen again while they're still guessing and help out by going to. What shall I go to? That one.
You're going to have to explain this one.
That one might help.
Polish bank.
It's just as well it's not for anything really this week, but the product number on that one might help a little bit of it if you want to look up that year
1872.
and this date. Jesse James defeated. Jesse James got married. They're just guessing about Jesse James now.
If you didn't
there we go. Colin making
store.
models comes in correctly. He was saying in 1872, Jesse James' gang robs a bank in Columbia, Kentucky.
So go on then, give us a connection.
So I shall go through the connections
well
for
done,
each and
Carl.
every one of these. Congratulations,
Well
you
done,
win
Carl.
absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Well, the first one is the year 1872.
Yeah, my first Photoshop.
We've got obviously Jesse
Right.
and
Let's just go back to
James,
that last one, Chris, just for science reasons.
just for the reasons of the looking at the picture and.
Yeah, I just wanted to just check something. Yeah.
Yeah, I better highlight the name Jesse, look, because it's Jesse James, Jesse,
Yeah.
and then
spell
that
it
was
out.
that was James, because it was Jesse James.
Yeah.
And what did they do?
They probed a bank.
Well, the middle bit of probed.
Rob. Oh,
They robbed
They probed it. Oh, I can't
Columbia.
believe he's doing bits of words, isn't he? Again,
They
bits of
robbed
words.
Columbia Bank. There we go, and it's all about cowboys
Where do you get cowboys on that? I'm not seeing.
because it's the protective cowboy equipment that they're using.
Oh, I can't.
It says down there, look, protective equipment, cowboy.
No, I didn't say that. It was right behind my camera, so it's your fault.
that
So-
was so bad. That was so bad. It was awful.
that
It was
was
so bad. It was 360 all the way around to still being bad.
be nice to me. My arm hurts. All right.
He's got a poorly arm, Carl. He's got a poorly arm. What does he
Oh,
get?
we're Balkans. Gets nothing, mate.
He gets nothing.
Get nothing,
Get
mate.
nothing
No
for
sympathy,
that.
nothing. No,
What do you get for a pound round here, Carl?
free, mate? Free for a pound.
Unless it's sympathy. In which case you
Yeah,
get...
bank robbery. Everyone's saying bank robbery now. Now after Carl's already got it. Well, yeah. There we go. It's not random. It's perfectly normal. So it's
The finished of finished and most tenuous links with Chris, innit? Easy one next week. It's mine again, folks.
Right. Yeah, we'll look forward to it, Colin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like something like simple, like E and the
Colours.
models.
Yeah.
They all start with E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps you should do we'll check the analytics later on that when each of us does a what's in store and how many people leave when it comes up to Chris's what's in store.
Yeah, I mean, I could just turn around and do an hashtag and say that's the link because everything's got a hashtag on it.
Yeah.
Well, Mama Foxx always goes to make a brew when it's what's in store. She only watches it for all the other bits of the show.
That's not good. Right, that's my lot done.
Yeah. Good.
Chris had
Yeah.
2 weeks, and that's the best he can deliver, says Spring Glue. And Gemma says, Chris, stop moaning.
Yeah, he's honestly, he's a bit of a girl tonight, isn't he? Bless him. Look, how's your arm, mate?
It's because he's all crumpled and broken with his poor
Yeah,
arm.
how's your army warmykins? Is it Sawsy Ballsy?
Oh, that little crumple face.
We got him.
He went, oh, little crumple. Oh, you little crumple. Oh.
Oh, look at that little Ewok.
Is it home time yet?
Oh.
We got a thing, haven't we? We got to do a thing.
Yeah,
There's a thing.
Time for a thing before we go. We got
Before you do, Speedy Q8 says late belly, ham, tomato, and salad cream sandwich.
Oh, happy
Good girl.
days, mate.
That sounds all right. Could have put a bit of cheese on that, couldn't you? Ham, cheese, tomato, salad cream.
Anders Ericsson says only 17 people of 90 watching have given a thumbs up.
Oh,
Just can't get staff,
yeah,
could you?
give it a thumb up, folks. Don't forget the thumbs up. Like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Down here somewhere. I think it's over here in this corner. Yeah, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll catch us all when we're on next time.
Comment for you, Chris, there from Phil East.
Last time a jab hurt this much, Mohammed Ali threw it.
Absolutely, mate.
Good. Right. Yeah, should we do the thing then? Because
Yeah, we'll do the thing, shall we, mate?
it's getting late and I've got to be up early in the morning because
Yeah.
it's all back to work now.
Work
We've
indeed.
got,
Yeah.
we've got a thing, peeps, haven't we? We've got a giveaway.
It's a
Oh,
thing.
I've heard about this. I'm like,
Yeah, and it's got Ted written all over this, isn't it? It's an IBG's Models 135th Bedford QL refueler.
Or, as Colin called it before it went live, a bedwood.
I thought I got away with that. Yeah, it's
No.
a bedwood. Yeah, it's a bedwood.
I think this would look good in that diorama that I'm doing now with my little Matador on my Universal Carrier and my Churchill tank. It would
Can't
all
win
look
it,
nice.
Ted.
Yeah, it looks like you can do it in a few liveries and all. You've got different decals, but yeah, it don't look a bad little vehicle, that.
I wonder if there are any modelers out there that actually paint models to look like the 3D renders that you get on model boxes nowadays.
I don't know.
There must be
Well,
somebody
I
out there
mean-
that paints models and leaves them in the grey, like prototype.
Must be.
Strangely, I quite like that look. I quite like just
Yeah.
a great primer.
Yeah, it's got a look about it, innit? But the old door's open, you've got all the gubbins inside and all of
Cabins.
that. And yeah, I think it's just got a bit of a look on it
I
about
like the
it.
front.
mean,
I like
it's-
the front grille. It's got a real kind of.
Yeah, it was one of the most popular British trucks during the years of World War II. Prototype started road test in February 1940 after the production of a typical light transport version started. There you go. But I reckon that's got a bit of a look about it. So, for your chance to win that, you need to leave a comment below the show when it ends. What are we going to go for a comment on this bad boy?
Does QL start for quite large, do you think?
Well, yeah, what does QL stand for?
Okay, there you go. That'll do.
Yeah,
Keep
So-
it family friendly, folks.
yeah,
Yeah.
keep it family friendly, peeps.
Yeah,
when we come off air, just type a comment underneath and we'll pull it next week.
Once the stream
Yeah,
finishes, it just becomes a normal video. So
And if it doesn't matter, if you can't think of what QL stands for, just give it a funny comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just give it a funny name or something. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
or
it.
just write barm cake. In fact, just write
absolutely.
probes. If you can't think of anything
Probes.
else.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's what you're in. You got a chance of winning there, folks. So yeah, leave a comment after the video.
Yeah,
After the
just
show.
leave it a little bit. Once we finish, the video will render through, and then it'll come live on the YouTube channel, and you can go along and comment underneath that.
Colin Make a Model
Absolutely.
says, I've seen some lovely models that are unpainted with the photo etch. They look fantastic. Yeah, like everything's
Yeah.
grey apart from the photo etch.
Yeah,
But you can't afford to have any glue showing. You've got to be really good at photo etch to do that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. Right. I think we're getting towards the end of the evening. As I say, we're all back at work now, so yeah, we're going to go to bed, have a sleep, get up early in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, no, Ted, what are you going to do, eh?
Yeah, and I've had my haircut as well. Look at that.
Haircut,
no.
haircut.
Well, Ted,
Haircut.
his ears lowered.
It's something not straight here. We'll get it straight.
I think you should go for your what's the lowest possible rank on a ship, Ted?
Able seaman.
Cabin
You should
boy.
go for your able seaman look. I think.
No, it's you.
Oh, he's gone. You scared him off.
Oh,
Just by...
he's inconveniently dropped out. That's a bind, isn't it? Eh? Does that mean us three can get a word in?
Yeah, we can talk now. Quickly. Oh,
doing
before
so
he comes
well.
back. Oh.
I was doing so well.
Right. Yes. Anyway, yeah, it's about time to wrap up things. All hands to the deck. Thank you very much for everybody coming along tonight. I know we were away last week, and hopefully we've made up for it we've done 2 weeks worth of fun and crack and all of it. Yeah, but we will be back next week when, as I say, it's it's his turn for the what's in store.
So make sure you memorise your numbers and your colours.
Oh, it's going to be so easy. None of this namby-pambiness that old Captain Broken Arm down there's done tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you won't
Yeah,
need to
you're
like
right,
look
mate.
at the fourth letter of the third word of every individual item. And
Yeah, number 3 will be a good one.
how many did you get? How much is 3 cost?
3 for a pound, mate.
3 for a pound.
Pray
I
for
bet number 3 won't be a pound.
You never
Unless
know,
you can
will it,
find
the
something
thing?
in store that is a pound, I'll give you 5 pence if you do that.
Oh, really? Cool. Oh, you skinflint.
Give you 5. All right, I'll give you 6 pence.
Oh, mate, I'm thrilled to bits, mate.
Got to at least give him a pound.
Yeah, I mean, he's tight, isn't he? He's like,
He is. Well,
Hey, at least-
he's northern, isn't he?
I'm not that tight when I'm compared to Captain Ding up there with his restrictive policies.
oh, yeah, but he is the chairman of the committee.
This is true.
Yes, yeah, got to be strict with these things. But anyway, we should leave you to it. We'll leave everybody to it. And thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Look out for us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, give us the thumbs up and everything else. You know the routine. But until next week, thank you very much. Until then, we'll see you all. Good night, everyone. Good
See you
night.
later, folks.
Are we doing the
Yeah. Have you pressed the button?
I don't